Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our episode 9 midweek wrap-up, where we wrap up the things that happened in the middle of the week.
And then we give them to Hulk Hogan.
As a birthday present on Monday, which is weird. It involves time travel. It's convoluted, it's complicated. Don't think about it too hard, or you'll click to the next video right away.
But not yet, because first up we're going to talk about main event that happened the night after Monday Night Raw, the night after Hulk Hogan's birthday.
I still think it's weird that we have the main event first.
Yeah.
It's bad booking.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You end with the main event. You don't book the main event first.
They didn't book them. I'm confused.
We are
You
starting.
said we're starting with the main event.
We are
Maybe
still.
at the end of the
I didn't
show.
say starting with the main event. I said starting with main event.
That's still the main event.
So opening up main event, we had we saw the announcement on Monday Night Raw that the Usos were having an open challenge for the tag team championships.
Way better than a closed challenge.
Which was really weird because they came out. I feel like there was no communication for this particular segment because on their way to the ring, the commentators were saying that the Usos put out this open challenge for the tag team championships, which we were all under the impression of because that's what they said on Raw. But then the Usos got in the ring and they started saying, we keep hearing rumors that the Authority put out an open challenge for our tag team
They
championships.
did go on and say,
that
but
they asked.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Authority to
yeah.
do it.
It was.
so they.
That confused the hell out of me. Yeah, just really, really confusing. But
Two teams answered.
yeah, well, a team, Rybaxel,
Rybaxhole.
I like that. They would be the first to accept the open challenge.
And I love that when their music hits and the camera's starting to cut away, the last thing you see is Jay looks over his shoulder with the most disappointed look on his face. We have beaten these guys 900 times.
Really?
Why do they keep trying?
They really think now, okay, you're getting a tag team title shot, you're going to win. They'd come out. Curtis Axel would say his bit.
Ryback then followed with his bit.
Ryback would mumble. He thinks he's funny.
Big guy.
The big guy and the Axeman.
Yeah.
Because he's an Axeman.
So we think it was
that
over.
also was not pre-run.
No, we just like Billy Gunn's music. Everyone
We
likes
don't-
Billy Gunn's music.
We don't plan anything.
Yeah, we don't
For sure.
choreograph any of this shit that happens.
So after Rybaxel would accept the open challenge, we'd also get RVD's music would hit.
Yes, and
This was probably the best part of the segment is
Ryback.
Go ahead and give him Ryback's line.
Ryback calls him a singlet stealing, feed me moron.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing that Ryback has ever said in his career.
Yeah, Ryback, you can retire now. That's your pinnacle. You're not.
Yep, you're never going to get any higher than that. But he'd tell RVD that they call it a tag team match for a reason. You need a partner.
RVD thought Sabu was with him.
And RVD would go, oh, I knew I forgot something. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. Come on, our partner, and we get Sheamus?
Yeah.
I was just hoping it was a new wrestler named Partner. Come on out, Partner, and just some guy walks out. Hey, I'm Partner.
It would be Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yeah,
Come on out, partner.
That's weird.
What if it was JBL? That'd be cool.
That would have been great. But no, it was Sheamus.
So yeah, we got.
Very interesting. I don't understand. This was another fuck storylines. Why? Why couldn't it have been another tag team?
Because
We
it's
needed-
not like Sheamus has anything else to do. He's only, the U.S. champion. It's not like he's
I know, he did.
busy or...
Yeah.
Not like he
needs
should
to
be
be
defending
doing
a title or something.
Yeah, he doesn't have a title to defend. He wants to win another title that he won't defend. But yeah, then Corporate Kane would come out and make it.
When Kane's music hit, I was really hoping we were going to get a fourth tag team. I was really hoping we were going to get Corporate Kane and Demon Kane.
Every time,
It's a tag team.
Kane just tags himself and puts the mask
Yeah,
on.
just, he has the mask in the corner.
No, I'm just two Kanes.
Luke Gallows came back to WWE.
Or, my hope,
They came.
Oh,
Festus.
I remember Fake Kane.
Festus. Yeah.
Who?
Doc from Aces and Eights.
That was a TNA thing, right?
What's TNA? Oh, that's right. Sinking ship.
That's the thing that killed me.
Oh God. Okay. Back to main event.
My hope when Corporate Kane
Sorry,
came
man.
out.
You alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
My hope when Corporate Kane came out was that we were going to get Corporate Kane and his partner, Corporate Undertaker.
The brothers of corporation. The brothers of economics. The brothers of operations.
That'd be
Yeah, there we go.
The Brothers of
The
Operation.
BOO.
Boo!
That would be my reaction if Undertaker ever came out and was
In a suit.
corporate. But yeah, Corporate Kane would come out and make the main event a triple threat match for the tag team titles.
Holy cow, you Teddy Long that shit.
Holy shit. The only other match we had was a singles match between Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston. Really good match.
Yes.
This kind of furthers our unfortunate realization that the New Nation is probably not going to happen. We had Big E playing face in a match last week on SmackDown. We had Kofi Kingston
Singles action.
singles match.
None of the New Nation guys. The interesting note was, though, back to on Raw,
Yes.
the New Nation members were standing next to each other
Yes.
on the ramp. I think they will do what they can to make sure that they get noticed together, hoping this thing launches.
But yeah, really good match between Rollins and Kingston.
The cool bit towards the finish, I loved the catch powerbomb where
Yeah.
he caught him and took him all the way across the ring to the other corner.
The buckle bomb is the best setup for the curb stomp.
Yeah.
Because you get that big impact, the person falls down while they're trying to get up, you get that second impact.
And it's not every match that you can have Kane and Randy Orton come out and beat up your opponent for you and then put his head on the box.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you need something that replaces Randy Orton and Kane, which is
The top turnbuckle.
a lot more entertaining.
Way more entertaining than the Randy Orton promo.
He has his moments.
Yep, that top turnbuckle does have its moments.
But Seth Rollins would defeat Kofi Kingston. We didn't really think Kofi had a chance anyway.
No.
Kofi was definitely in this match with a little bit more attitude. I definitely think the attempt at the New Nation has kind of put in a new spin on Kofi. He's a bit more intense. He's not smiley all the time. He was definitely
Just part of the time.
yeah, he was definitely a bit more intense in this, but obviously it wasn't enough to beat Seth Rollins. On to the second and the last match of main event. We have our
They recapped everything too. They recapped all this boring. They recapped all the most boring stuff from Raw.
didn't pay attention.
Hashtag the Bella bit.
Yeah. So yeah, we'd have our triple threat tag team match. Really, I did not expect as much chemistry between Sheamus and RVD.
Triple threat.
Yes, it was.
It had that feeling of a match that had 6 people in it.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Maybe even 7 if you count the ref.
Yeah, and it got like a lot of time too. That was pretty
And they tagged a bunch.
This joke's
As if it was some sort of tag match.
good. No, the time thing is foreshadowing.
But yeah, I really liked the combo move.
Yeah.
The rolling senton
Rolling
into
senton,
the rolling
rolling
thunder. That was
Can we just call that the rolling?
Keep rolling.
keep rolling. Oh God.
I don't call it the Rolling Rock. But that's only because I drink beer and you guys don't.
Yeah, really good match. You had the interesting dynamic that anyone could tag anyone, which they did a lot.
Yeah, that's always fun.
And
We call that outlaw style.
we got the finish where Curtis Axel was going for a superplex on, I believe,
And Uso.
Yeah.
And Uso.
Yeah, Uso and Uso. He would. It was weird because like the other Uso would tag. Or no, he's going for it on RVD.
Oh.
He would tag.
Yeah, Rob Van Rousseau.
He would tag Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel would hit the actually get knocked off. I believe.
Roman Reigns come out, punch him in the face.
Happen a bunch on. He's still feeling effects.
By the way, this is that me and Thomas were watching. Made that earlier. I made the note that if Rybaxel couldn't beat one Roman Reigns in a handicap match on Raw, why the next night are they going to try to tag on two smaller Roman Reigns at the same time?
You can't beat Samoans. You're douchebags and beanies.
Yeah. D&B.
Yeah.
Douchebags and beanies.
But the
That probably played with Beanie Babies.
the Uso tag would allow once RVD I believe hit the frog splash or something, had bounced off of the person, and the Uso made the splash onto RVD and was able to get the pin.
It was splashy.
Splashy.
Splashing.
Yeah, Rybaxel walked off like a couple of bitches. We had handshakes between the Usos, RVD, and Sheamus.
Casper.
Casper the Gingery Ghost.
Whatever.
Alright, fine.
Oh, I forgot. One thing I wanted to mention about the Usos promo. They actually brought up the fact that they beat the New Age Outlaws.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That was main event. We're going to send it over to Kevin Hawk, and he's going to talk about NXT.
Yes, and talk about, in my opinion,
Holy God.
show of the week.
By heads and
Not to
tails
say-
above the rest.
Not to
I'm
say that
glad I
NXT
didn't forget to watch this.
Not to say that NXT doesn't always constantly put out a good product, but this was just like kudos to you guys. You guys were
So
on
good.
the ball the whole go around. We had opened up. We had the announcement that Tyler Breeze is going to be facing Adrian Neville for the NXT Championship, which apparently
we fucking missed.
he said during his promo last week, which
Last week he said,
that he was gonna fight him for the belt.
yeah, he
But,
didn't.
like,
He
He was
didn't
going
give
to
an
wash the
exact.
Ugo off the title.
Yeah, he didn't give an exact time. He just said that it was.
gonna happen.
Yeah, that it was happening soon.
Yeah. So thanks.
Soon as in next week.
Thanks for that heads up.
Yeah.
But I was excited when I found out that match was going to
Yeah,
happen.
that just like added to the show. I was like,
I
all
peed
right.
a little bit out of excitement.
Okay.
Better than pre-ejaculating.
Apparently
Easier
I'm
to
the
clean
only-
up.
Apparently, I'm the only one who does that.
Maybe. But we would have the opening match.
If you do, post in the comments.
We're going to get inappropriate comments now.
Oh.
I'm gonna get
thank
any
you, Thomas.
comments. We never do.
Jordan,
Jordan.
Like comments.
Maybe.
if he hears you say it, post in the comments if you pre-ejaculated. He probably will. We would open up in-ring wise with another first-round match in the Tag Team Number 1 Contenders Tournament. We would have the Vaudevillains, Simon Gotch and Aiden English, against the throw-together team of
Team
Bull
Red Bull.
Dempsey and Mojo Rawley.
I
Red-
like 3/4 of this match so much.
Team Red Bull.
Yeah, it's like if you could somehow get rid of 1/4 of this match and replace it with something else, it would be way better.
Yeah.
But we couldn't because we don't control NXT
Yeah.
or any of the WWE stuff ever.
Yeah. Or,
So
or anything in wrestling.
not even Taboo Tuesday.
anymore.
But
We had the what looked like there was some good chemistry coming in back and forth between Bull Dempsey and Mojo Rawley until Mojo Rawley blind tags himself in.
Which I found weird that the
Babyface.
the baby face of the whole deal was the one that made the blind
he
tag.
was too hyped.
Yeah, that's my excuse. Is
He
he's
hyped
so
himself
excited.
into a blind tag.
Yeah.
He's so excited that he wanted to just get back in the match. Eventually, it cost them the match. The blind tag. They get the rolling senton swanton bomb off the second rope combo from the Vaudevillains, and 1, 2, 3. Raleigh and Dempsey eliminated from the tournament. Bull Dempsey would then confirm the demise of Team Red Bull by attacking Mojo Rawley violently in the ring to chants of "Thank you, Bull."
Thank you, Bull. Thank you, Bull. Thank you, Bull.
My heart was so warm and happy when those chants started, and then he left. But Mojo Rawley was down in the ring, and Dempsey decided he was not done. Get back in the ring, pick up Mojo, give him the bulldozer, and we'd end that segment on a real high note.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe that Kevin's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
And then I died from enlarged heart.
But he died.
Needless to say, we're going to get very Cena against anybody feel out of this feud.
Yeah, you know what?
We're going to get all of the attention and all of the excitement on Bull Dempsey, and none of it's going to go to Mojo.
You know, Mojo can get hype. He can stay hyped, but God knows he can't live up to the hype.
Mojo can get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, Mojo, get the fuck out. Actually, take away the please. I'm not even going to be polite about it. Go away. So then we get a backstage segment between Bayley and Sasha.
Yes.
Who would be going on in the next match to face each other for the #1 contenders to face Charlotte for the NXT Women's title.
Holy
this
shit.
Basically, the whole bit was like Sasha's going, "Oh, you're never gonna beat me, and you're never gonna face Charlotte." And Bayley said something about, "I know since you lost both of your BFFs that you need a hug, but I'm not gonna give you a hug.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrestle,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna beat you."
Bayley was mean in this match.
This was a very aggressive
I
match.
loved this match.
It was.
They were all over each other in ways that were awesome. They had a great pin exchange. They had the bit where
that sold it for me. Like,
Bayley,
if that was the only spot they had, I would have been cool. Because the pin spot was great.
Bayley had the front chancery on Sasha, and Sasha kept trying to roll out into the hammerlock,
Yeah.
but Bayley kept floating over. They did that 3
Yeah.
times.
Bayley rammed her into the turnbuckle, like she was setting up for the Bayley to Belly or Belly to Bayley,
Yeah.
and just rammed her into the turnbuckle
Like-
3 times.
I think that's a really cool setup for the belly to belly. If you've got the person run a minute and back up and
Yeah.
do the that was
They had really good chemistry.
They did.
great chemistry.
That's the thing that I liked. That made me like you knew they wanted to tear the house down, and they did.
Well, and we were talking that Sasha is always really solid in her matches, but never really shines.
Yeah,
She had this.
she's like we compared her to being like the Alberto Del Rio female.
Yeah,
It's like it's never Sasha Banks that draws me to the match. But I know, like, if, say, Bayley draws me to the match, but it's against Sasha, I know it's going to be good.
Yeah,
Because I know she can work.
yeah, and boy, did these girls work.
And we had an ending that totally took me by surprise.
Me too.
It's hard to surprise me with an ending to a match. Generally, I can see the ending to a wrestling match coming from a mile away,
Well,
especially because nowadays 9/10 of them are disqualifications. Bayley would keep going for her belly-to-belly finisher, gets basically denied every single time. Sasha Banks would like sidestep out of the way. Bayley'd come back, and she'd hit her backcracker, flip over, crossface
Which is
combination, which
such a
is like
sick
the most violent-looking Divas move right now. Like this to me is like what the Widow's Peak was when Victoria debuted the Widow's Peak.
Yeah.
Like just a nasty combo. But then Bayley would actually use the submission hold to roll Sasha up and get the 3 count.
Yeah. More matches like this,
Yes.
please.
And definitely, you could see the touch of Sarah Del Rey in this match.
She is doing wonders with these women, and when they get up to the main roster, I can only imagine these NXT girls are going to completely blow the main roster women out of the water. They're gonna outshine them so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I think as soon as we get the NXT girls, it's going to be that switch in the fans where they're going to see good Divas wrestling and want more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which in turn could definitely light a fire under a lot of the main roster divas
Yeah.
who don't entertain us as much all the time. You Marie, Cameron, you two especially.
Yeah.
You're on the fucking chopping block.
Naughty.
Rosa.
Bad.
Rosa,
Yeah.
you're there too.
Occasionally, even the Bellas don't have great matches.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, the only people. Yeah, Tamina's safe.
Tamina,
Natty's safe.
Paige, AJ,
Natty.
Natty,
Alicia
Most
Fox.
of the time, Alicia
Alicia
Fox.
Fox.
Alicia Fox is safe.
And
Naomi.
Naomi is safe,
Naomi is
yeah.
definitely safe. Oksana is
He's gone.
Bad day. I
Bring
loved
Kayla
watching.
back.
I loved watching Oksana and Scorpion Crosslock.
Yeah.
That was just fantastic.
It's a wardrobe malfunction waiting to
I
happen.
don't know.
That's why I'm hoping it happens to Eva Marie soon because her top already looks like a
Emma.
wardrobe malfunction.
Emma,
Sorry that we left you out.
we're burying Emma more than WWE is.
Well, she hasn't really been on TV a lot, so.
Except she's Superstars this week,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which we saw the match. We saw. We didn't
We
have to
did.
watch Superstars. We saw the matches for Superstars.
Yeah. We can do a Superstars review.
Both those matches. Shit.
Then post cutting back to the match now.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Post
Let's call
match celebration
that
for
shit
Bailey
out. Yeah.
involved. Her standing at the top of the
Yep.
ramp, kind of excited. Oh look, she's motioning. I'm going to have the belt next. Then Charlotte would come out. One of the things that threw me off guard, Bailey's music kept playing, and they turned Charlotte's video on.
Yeah.
On the Tron.
You know, I didn't even realize that, but now I can see it in my head. I can see, like, they had Charlotte back there on
The
back.
Tron.
Yeah.
Like right above where Charlotte was standing.
Yeah. Wow.
And then Charlotte like held her hand out to shake Bailey's hand. Bailey looked nervous.
Yeah, she was
Didn't
like,
grab her hand.
I don't trust you at all.
So Charlotte grabbed Bailey's hand, raised her hand in victory. Then Bailey's like, okay, fine, let's shake hands. I'm hoping this match gets saved for TakeOver 2,
Please.
but I am so excited for Bailey versus Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know what? Bring up that sign again. If there's ever a reason, if there is one reason you need to get the WWE Network for the low price of $9.99 a month, it is NXT. And when they do these NXT specials, 2 hours of NXT, 1 hour of NXT,
Which is like twice as long as normal.
1 hour of NXT blows us out of the water. Like this show we're talking about right now. But when they do the takeovers, the Arrival, and now Takeover 2 on September 11th, these workhorses get a chance to show that there's a new crop of wrestlers coming through WWE.
And they are awesome.
And it is so exciting.
Way more awesome than the
Get the WWE Network. It is available in the U.S. Not only that, but soon it's going to be available in over 170 countries. We just found
It
out.
is. It is in most countries available now.
Oh, but in
In
October it'll be available in the UK.
Yes.
But yeah, we just found out there's over 170 countries in the world.
Yeah. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't know there was actually 170 countries.
That's
like,
a lot of countries.
I knew there were a lot, but 170 is way more than I anticipated.
I don't know.
Get the WWE Network so you can watch TakeOver 2 and you can hopefully see Bailey take on Charlotte for the NXT Women's Championship.
I'll give you a mention in the next episode if you can list 170 countries in the comments.
Do it. As well as a nice match on NXT.
Just link to the countries the world saw from the Animaniacs. That's how I knew.
Thanks for letting us know.
I didn't know this was a question.
So,
That's a good cut.
probably. The third match. Well, first off, we'd have another promo. This one from the Legionnaires.
Oh, yes.
Marcus the Lisp Louis and Sylvester LaForge.
Oh, this is the first time he's talked. I didn't realize he had a lisp, and it sounds hilarious when he speaks French.
Yeah, it's great. He's French accent.
So funny.
Well, lisping. Slackley bleu. Suffering fucktash. Basically saying that this whole tag...
It's a love child of
Pepe Le Pew and Daffy Duck.
Pepe Le Pew and Jack Swagger. Elmer Fudd.
We were so off track.
Yep.
basically saying that the tag team title tournament or the number one contenders tournament was basically a mockery without involving Legionnaires,
Which
and how
is
that
a fair point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they were one of the teams that we immediately thought were going to be in the tournament.
Yeah, them, the Mechanics,
The Mechanics.
the Ty Dillinger, Jason Jordan
Yeah.
team that is an established two-person team already. But then we move on to the last match in
Yep.
the first round.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to go to the last
I
one.
would say that's the main event.
Okay.
Silly man.
Sorry.
You silly dally. Thought they knew.
Confort.
Yeah, the last match in the first round of the NXT number one contenders tag team tournament, we would have the Lucha team, which is super overly popular now, Kalisto and Sin Cara.
Sin Cara, not nearly as excited about
I know,
the Lucha
Sin
champ.
Cara does
That
look a little
was
lazy when he does this.
Lucha,
Yeah.
Lucha.
And then he always stops about halfway through. Kalista keeps going.
Yeah. He's looking over at Callisto like, is he ever going to stop?
Which sometimes I don't think Kalista will stop.
He's
No.
still going.
Really energetic. And they were going against the debuting team of Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy. These
Yeah.
guys had a great look.
Team
They
dubstep.
did.
Yeah, they had the cool, like, almost like, for me, I felt like Wild West, like, in the beginning, but then it hits the dubstep music.
That was
And
Man-
kudos to finally, like, jumping on the dubstep wagon, WWE.
Maybe that's their kind of thing, because, Wesley Blake did have, like, the cowboy gimmick.
Yeah,
because
he's the
trained.
Texan Dory Funk Jr.
Yeah.
trainee.
Yeah, he's trained by Dory Funk. So maybe Buddy Murphy's thing is like a techno raver kind of
Dubstep.
kind of.
He's the inner city. It's the country city connection all over again.
techno cowboys.
Cowboy Bebop. But no, I mean they looked good. They looked good as a team. I like the way their outfits mesh.
Yeah.
Similar outfits but different styles.
Yeah.
Same color pattern but different looks, like long tights versus the shorts.
And question marks all over them because no one knew who they were.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It's they're probably everyone's asking who the hell we are, so we're gonna put question marks on our tights. The Murphy actually had Murphy on the side of his tights.
Yeah. Blake didn't.
So get on that, Blake.
Yeah. Put your name on your tights so we know who you
Uh,
are.
But unfortunately, these kids didn't get the grandest of showings.
No. You put it best.
A glorified squash match.
Yeah.
Awkward because the team that did the squashing was the small team,
Yeah.
and you don't see that very often.
Yeah.
But they did that cool Sin Cara one-arm powerbomb.
Yeah.
Well, first, I really liked the wheelbarrow senton.
Almost over rotation.
Yeah. That was a freaking cool move.
So I'm putting this challenge out right now. Next time you guys do it, wheelbarrow into the shooting star press.
That would be
I know you can do
amazing.
it. I know Callisto can do it.
And we
Out-
know Sin Cara's got the power to do it.
He can do one-arm power bombs.
Yeah.
Something that surprised me when I found out.
Yeah.
Previously, when I found out.
It surprised everybody. Yeah, great finish to the match.
And it set up, like last week I said that I was really, really excited at the prospect of having the second round semifinals match being Sin Cara and Callisto versus Sami Zayn and Adam Rose.
Yeah, which we now get in the semifinals. We'll get Zayn and Rose versus Kalisto and Sin Cara, and then we also get the Vaudevillains taking on Enzo and Big Cass.
Yeah, so, two really solid matches setting up, probably going to happen next week on NXT.
Yeah, but should we mention the unfortunate possibility of two? Well, I guess we can do that after the main event. The possibility
Yeah,
of two.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can say that.
Lastly, we had the main event at NXT, the championship match. The Tyler Breeze, 3 months in the making, waiting, biding his time, finally is going to challenge Adrian Neville for the NXT championship. And let's talk about a nail biter. This match had some awesome spots.
I thought there were so many times I thought Breeze had it.
Yeah. Neville started out real strong in the beginning. Breeze takes over partway through. And then towards the end, these guys are just literally
Just back and forth.
going crazy with spots.
Good.
I think you have to mention when Neville was on the apron and Breeze gave him the leg sweep. And he took
Yes.
almost a head and shoulder bump onto the apron,
Yeah.
and then fell to the outside. The sunset flip bomb off the ropes,
Yes.
and the Tyler Breeze tornado DDT,
Oh my fucking god.
spiking onto his head, back onto his feet into the front bump. Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never seen anybody sell a move like that before, like ever. Like, that's the one up of the fuck you on the tree sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, RVD, you've been way outdone now. Sorry to say, but your spiking DDT bit is now boring to me.
Yeah.
It was so good. The only thing that really detoured the match for me was when they had Tyson Kidd come out and sit at the commentary table. I knew Neville was gonna win.
It kind of telegraphed that Tyson Kidd was going to get involved somehow.
Yeah, because we know that
I didn't expect him to get kicked in the face right away, though.
Yeah.
As soon as he left the commentary table and walked to the guardrail, Neville just stopped what the fuck he was doing and kicked him in the face.
Yeah.
Even got his foot stuck on the guardrail.
Yeah, and then proceeded to keep beating the crap out of Breeze.
Well, actually, no. That's when Breeze would. This is the end of the match because Breeze would take over.
Oh, that's
Thrown. The fucking switch up was awesome. Throws Neville into the ring, and as he slides into the ring, Neville rolls back out, gets up on the apron, kicks him, and sets up for the arrow thing.
yeah. The red arrow wouldn't get the red arrow because Tyson Kidd would take offense to the super kick,
And I'm gonna be honest, I'd take offense if somebody kicked me in the face.
I'm surprised he got up so quick from a super kick because that sounded like it fucking hurt. He yanked Neville down. We get the
Three-way cat fight.
I don't like saying the word. We got to go.
You can't do that without laughing.
We got to squall.
Disqualification.
No.
But it would lead to it would end on a better note than just that.
Because out of the three-way cat fight going on between them, Sami Zayn would come out
Yeah.
and make the rescue as Neville finally kind of started getting the 2-on-1 end of this.
Yeah, it was weird because like Breeze and Kidd were gonna go at it, and then they
They did
decided,
a couple times. I mean,
They did.
and then they finally decided like, no, let's beat the fuck out of him.
And if you have the network and you watch this, go back and watch towards the end of that beatdown. Kidd has Neville in the side headlock, and he's whacking the.
You can hear him.
Yeah.
He's fucking hitting Neville in the head.
knuckling the shit out of his head.
Yeah, getting a good sound out of that. But yeah,
Zayn came out to the rescue, ended up getting Breeze and Kidd out of the ring. I thought he was going to dive. He didn't dive. Should have dove. But this is going to set up to what I think would be at TakeOver 2. What I'm keeping my fingers crossed for this one, and everyone else who sees this, keep your fingers crossed for this one. NXT Championship 4-way dance between Neville, Breeze, Kidd, and Zayn.
please.
I would love to see this.
Oh, Full Sail University will crumble with the eruption that this match would get. Because if just Breeze and Neville, and if just Zayn and Kidd can get the reactions that they do, if Breeze and Zayn, the four of these would tear the fucking building down.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've seen, like, what, 2 different combinations
seen
of triple threats?
I think the only combination we haven't seen out of any of these four is Kidd versus Breeze.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking...
Oh, no.
Kidd versus Breeze was one of Kidd's first matches on the
Well,
NXT.
and we had Kidd versus Breeze
versus Zayn was
versus Zayn for the
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I'm thinking, like, I feel like we've seen 2 triple threat matches out of this, because I feel like we've seen... We saw the Kidd versus Breeze versus Zayn, but I've also felt like we've seen the Neville, Zayn, Kidd go at it at some point, too. Or Neville, Zayn, Breeze.
Yeah.
Going at it in a 3-way match.
Yeah, we haven't seen Neville and Kidd in the same triple threat combination yet.
Yeah.
That's the only one we haven't seen yet.
So, I mean, this match, if it possibly happens, would be amazing.
Oh, I hope